Hey folks, that's a quick update here. A few additions and a correction. My correction will be when they said that was the first, what I thought, the first tropical storm or whatever, first time, whatever I'm trying to say. The earliest that a tropical storm has happened in the season. Apparently I was wrong about that. It's the first Category 5 hurricane that has happened this early in the season, so a little bit of a correction there. I can't argue that because I don't know about that one. I just know we have had tropical storms sooner than that, just apparently not that strong. So I just want to make that correction. Another thing too, I got the bolt. I never explained how I got the bolt. Talking to my dealer, and I was asking him about it, how quick I'd be able to get it. If it was Wednesday, I think. Yeah, it was Wednesday afternoon when I called him, and I asked if, in his opinion, would it be possible I'd be able to order the bolt and get it by Friday. So I said, not likely. So he asked about the exploded view of the monster. I'm used to the old one where it never gave any kind of detail whatsoever. Not all the parts were on it, and not all the parts that were on it were labeled. So, well, that's not an option. And even if anything was mentioned, it doesn't give sizes or anything, right? So afterward, I got thinking about it. It's like, well, the new one, it's got a lot more detail on it. So I took a look at it. That's where I got the bolt size from. It actually has the size. M10 P1.0, which is 1mm thread pitch, and 25, which is 25mm length. So now I know what I'm looking for. So that's how I was able to get the bolt size to know what it is that I needed to find. And of course, you can't find them in any stores around here. I even looked on Amazon. Nope. Anything that's M10 on Amazon, it's all 1.25 or 1.5, I think it was. 1.5 thread pitch. That's no good. That's not fine enough thread for me. So that was kind of disappointing. But thankfully I was able to get a used bolt from the parts bin at the garage down the street here. So that was kind of cool. So yesterday or day before, I think it was day before, a couple days ago, I was down at the dam looking at I was on the downward side of the dam, downstream side, and I was just sitting there chilling out. Different scenery. I don't need to sit on the other side right now because there's nothing happening at the moment. So I sat on that side and just watching the water raging through. And towards the end of my break, I noticed there was a heron standing there. It didn't move, it didn't catch my attention, just somehow I just noticed it. So I got the camera out. And I get video of it. I kind of wish, well, not kind of, I do wish I'd recorded it a little bit longer, because as soon as I put the camera away, I caught a fish. It's like, oh crap. So, but I was pretty much finished my break at that time anyways, and I was ready to leave. I just maybe get the camera back out again and just wait and see if he catches another, but he found a good spot. Right where the water comes through the dam. That's any little fishies come through. The water's not really deep until it gets past the concrete, and he'll be able to see anything coming through there. So he's got a good spot. But I did get video of it, just not catching a fish. So that kind of sucked. So okay, one more thing to talk about. McDonald's coffee changed, and when I first started going to McDonald's, it wasn't a big difference as far as taste goes. It wasn't a big difference from Tim Hortons, so I didn't mind going because the coffee's cheaper there. It wasn't costing as much. And right now they got $1 coffee, any size, it's only $1, right? So it's like half the price at Tim Hortons. But the issue is, they've been lately absolutely disgusting. And I get the odd one that was bad, And same thing with Tim Hortons. You get the odd one. It's like, oh, that's not good. And then all of a sudden, it's like all of them are. Every time, like the last probably 12, 13 coffees I've had, just absolutely disgusting. So yesterday, I talked to a manager and I asked him, did you guys change your coffee brand? Because it's not what it was, right? Not even close. Wasn't sure. Okay, a manager doesn't know if they changed brands? Like, that's not very good information transference. So I told him, I says, I can't drink this anymore. I says, I'm using my points now, getting free coffees, just, until my points I've run out, and then I'm going back to Timmy's. I cannot drink. I said to him, I said, I'm not being an a-hole, and I'm not looking for compensation or anything. I'm not looking for a free coffee, right? I just given feedback. If you guys changed your brands, it wasn't a good move, because it's absolutely disgusting. So, last night, I'm sitting at the computer, and I'm drinking. And when you get drinks from McDonald's, they got this dumb label on them, right? They're really annoying. This one's not too bad, but when they have the ones that gets printed out after it's done, they stick that on there, and it's like, it'll wrap halfway around the cup, and half of it doesn't stick. It's annoying. So I usually peel these off anyway. It's that shiny, smooth part, it just doesn't feel right on my fingers, so I usually pull it off. Well, I got looking at it last night, and it says, add 2 sugar, add 2 coffee, or 2 cream. That's not double-double. If I was to buy a small, then that would be a double-double. You increase the amount of coffee, you have to increase the amount of sugar, and increase the amount of cream to get the same consistency in a larger cup. A double-double this size is 4 sugar, 4 cream. So I'm thinking, well, maybe that's the issue. So I went today, I experimented, and I don't know if it'll focus on here. It says, add 4 sugar, add 4 cream. That's what I ordered. Back to the way it was. So I think it's a training issue, or they've I don't know. But this is not a double-double. Well, this one is. But the ones I was getting, 2 cream, 2 sugar is not a double-double in a large. So that's what the issue is. They've changed the way they make their coffees. That's like, no. Training needed. It's just dumb. So I can keep getting McDonald's coffees. I just have to order it manually, 4 sugar, 4 cream. Then I got a double-double. So, anyway, the only other thing I had to talk about was my pain when I move my arms back has eased. It's not gone away. Like, that hurt just doing that. It still hurts. Still hurts. Still hurts. And now it's gone. That's how long the pain lasts, just from doing that. And that's not like, ow, that hurt, and gradually fades out. No, it's like strong pain the whole time, and then it just goes away. Whoa, that's so annoying. But it has eased. It's not as bad as it was. I can move my arms more than I could before. I can actually scratch my back now without pain, but when it does hurt, it still lasts as long. So that's kind of a good thing, I guess. That's eased off. I thought last night it had gone away completely, because I haven't noticed it. Like, just doing daily activities, it'll hurt, right? And I just realized last night that I haven't felt any pain for a while. So then I tested it, and it's still there. It's not as bad as it was. I have to stretch more to get the pain out than I did. So That's a plus, I guess. So, wow, it's super humid today. I wasn't going to go out because there was periods of rain coming and there's a chance of severe storms today. But everything that was coming toward, any of the storms that I saw coming towards us, they passed us. They passed to the north, they passed to the south, and anything that was developing was developing after it was already past us. But there was little bits of rain here and there coming towards us, so I think, well, up to that point, everything that was coming towards us had evaporated before it got here. So I was like, well, it's 28 degrees today, so that's like 82, 83 Fahrenheit, something like that. So I want to go out. I want to get some fresh air. Go for a drive. Which is what I did. So the last break I took, I looked, and there's some rain coming towards us. It should have been here by now, so I'm guessing it's evaporated too. I got rain all at once now. I'm home. But, yeah. So I got rid of some more. I think I've told you about this. I bought a 10 terabyte hard drive to put my disc, because I've got like a whole bunch of spools of discs, like these spools of DVDs. I'm putting them on the hard drive, and then I'm bringing them out here, and I'm chopping them up so nobody else can get my pictures and my videos. I've gone through 4 I think. Yeah, I've only got 3 out here. I've got one empty, well, one that I'm working on, one that's already done and empty, and I got a third one sitting there waiting to go, and I got one in the house, so that's 4. There's actually more than 100 on each of these spools because I fill them up. I don't just, it's like 100 and then you got that much space at the top, so I fill them up. So there's more than 100 on each, and a 10 terabyte hard drive, which was 9.06, I think, 9.06 terabytes of actual storage space, and based on that, and average of 4.3 gigabytes per disk, then I can fit about 2,000 disks on that hard drive, which is roughly 20 of these spools. That's much less that I have to move, right? Because those things are not light. Like they got some pretty good weight to them. I get the boxes that I have. I get about 6. I think 6. 1, 2. Yeah, 6 of them in a box. So, it's a good indication of how much I have hanging around. So I figure I'll do this, get rid of this, and I won't leave that hard drive connected. I'll only connect it when I'm using it, so it won't, wear out as fast as all my other hard drives are. They're constantly on and connected to the computer all the time, always being used, right? Whether I'm using them or not, because the computer's accessing them for maintenance and whatever else it does, right? So hopefully it'll last longer. I was gradually going through them and deciding what to keep and what to get rid of anyway, so I might as well just throw them all on a hard drive and do it from there. I don't have to wait for the disk to load to see what's on it. They're numbered. 2015 disk number 300, right? So like a 300th disk from 2015. But I don't know specifically what it is, right? And I have to actually load a video to see what that particular is. Some of them, back then when I first started, I just had dates on the folders. I never had any kind of indication of, it's a Monster tour, it's an ES950 tour, working in a temporary shelter out back, or anything like that, right? It's just the date. So there's no way I know what's on them, so I gotta go through them. And it's a whole lot easier to look at them when they're on a hard drive than it is, Because it takes a long time to load one disk into the computer to copy it in. It's crazy. So that's what I got going on anyways. I'm gradually working on getting rid of them. Slowly. I got till the end of August. And I can do that. I can do other things while that's happening anyway. So it's not like that's all I'm working on. So yeah, I guess that's all I got. Turned out to be a little longer update than I thought. But now you know what I know.